right, so I just got finished recording the Dolphins 49ers review that's going to come out later today. I haven't even turned off any of my setup. I was ready to go and start editing, and the Dolphins go out and sign Eric Fisher. Literally in that video, I said you're not going to find an offensive tackle that you can go out and play. But yeah, we did. Former first overall pick Eric Fisher joins the offensive line. Going to be playing tackle, presumably. Probably right tackle, and Teron Armstead back at left tackle. The Dolphins also placed Austin Jackson back on IR for the second time this season. So, dude can't stay healthy, and when he does play, he sucks. So, there's that. I think this is a great move by the Dolphins. I didn't even know that he was still a free agent. The offensive line was one of the weakest points in the game yesterday against the San Francisco 49ers. Tua was getting hit at will. The run game was weak, as we've seen a lot this season, but you look at what we had yesterday. Jeff Wilson had 3 yards. Raheem Mostert wasn't any better. Raheem with 30 yards was our leading rusher. 33 total rushing yards yesterday is unacceptable, and a lot of that is to do with the struggles of the offensive line this year. They've done a good job at keeping Tua protected mostly, but in the run game, it's been abysmal. Outside of the Cleveland game, even against the Texans, which is one of the worst run defenses in the league, put up a measly 95 rushing yards. Jeff Wilson did nothing. We saw a cameo appearance of Gaskin. He did nothing. So the offensive line has been really the weakest point of the team this season. And we saw after failing to go out and getting a center, forcing Connor Williams to play center instead of his normal position of guard, we knew that. We knew coming into the season that this is going to be a massive struggle of the Dolphins, and we then assume that this is going to be a quick-hitting offense, especially get Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle that can get the ball in their hands and just yak up the other teams. That hasn't been the case. They have done a good job at keeping Tua protected. But with Austin Jackson, who already isn't that good of a player himself, he's now going down on IR. Who knows if he comes back for the rest of the season. Going out and signing Eric Fisher was about as good of a move you could make. Now, there is a reason why Eric Fisher is still a free agent at this point in the season. You are not getting a first overall offensive lineman, somebody worthy of the first overall pick. He's had a very shaky career. He's been around a few places. Has never really found a home after being drafted by the Chiefs. He's on the streets for a reason. But it is definitely a massive improvement over what we saw yesterday. Tua's hit all the time. The Dolphins could not run the ball at all. I love it. Trying to go out there and improve the offensive line midseason is something you can almost never do. But going out Eric Fisher, it helps. It's something. It's an improvement over what we'd be throwing out there. Greg Little, he's had himself an all right season. He's come in and stepped up well for Austin Jackson at the right tackle position. But then what we saw yesterday, both tackles getting eaten alive. Something had to change. And the Dolphins going out and getting Eric Fisher is the only move that you could have made. I couldn't even name you another offensive lineman that's a free agent right now. Can't imagine they're going to be that good. And I can't imagine they're better than Eric Fisher, because Eric Fisher has had himself some good moments. Hasn't had the career he's wanted to at this point. But going out and getting him, I like it. Hopefully he improves. Hopefully improves the offensive line, keeps Tua upright, keeps Tua healthy, gets the run game going, because we have another long stretch to go the rest of the season. Got the Chargers coming up here quickly. Not getting a much easier test. Going to have Khalil Mack coming at you. I don't remember at the moment. I just jumped straight into this. What's up with Joey Bosa? If he's back, he's not. I don't even remember at the time of recording this. Literally just jumped straight in. But it's not going to get easier. Khalil Mack charging at Tua all of next week. That I know for a fact is going to be happening. So he's going to have a test right away going against one of the premier edge rushers in the league after the Dolphins poorly handled arguably the best edge rusher in the league. Either him or Watt over with the Steelers. It's Bosa or Watt. Those are the two best in the league right now. Khalil Mack's not far behind. So he's going to get tested right away against a good Chargers team and hopefully improves, because like I said, the Dolphins have a rough end of the schedule. We still aren't for sure a playoff team. Like, I want to assume we're a playoff team at this point, 2 games ahead of the Chargers, who we can then beat and go 3 games ahead of. Then also play the Patriots, who are also 2 games ahead of in the wild card. I don't want to fully assume, but it looks like we're in the playoffs. we can beat the Bills and regain top spot in the AFC East after this Chargers game. So there's some important games for the Dolphins for the rest of the season. And then when we get to the playoffs, anything can happen. Dolphins go out, sign Eric Fisher. I absolutely love this move as Austin Jackson now on IR for the Miami Dolphins. Let me know down in the comments, do you like this move by the Miami Dolphins? Also, please make sure to like, please subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody.